Libras, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for March 2025. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Libras this month? Firstly, you have the Five of Swords coming out. I don't know why I was going to say coming out to play. That's weird. Then you have the Queen of Wands. Then you have the Empress, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. Five of Swords is like unnecessary conflict, either around you or within you. So this could be others in your life that you're just like, why are they wasting my peaceful time fighting? What are they even arguing about? They're arguing about that, like they're arguing about things they have no control over, and they can both understand each other's side. Why are they choosing to argue right now? Others of you, it's inner conflict, and I feel like that's most of you, because I'm not seeing anyone else in this card. I feel like it's mainly you. It's your thoughts and maybe like replaying scenarios or something, thinking too much into things and questioning which way what's real and what's not. And what I mean by that is you could be figuring out whether this is like past tense or present. It just feels as if you're thinking too much into how someone perceives you, maybe, or what something, like what your intentions came across as, or so. It just seems as if there's too much thinking happening, because it doesn't actually matter. The only thing that matters is what were your intentions, and if you are stressing about it and you are able to, just communicate that to someone. I really can't emphasize that enough. Like, you can't over communicate to be like, by the way, I didn't mean that to come across like that. I meant to say this. I hope, and I bet you, however they perceived you is completely different to what you're thinking, if this is about that. Otherwise, there's just some type of internal conflict. Internal? Is that even a word? Internal conflict that doesn't need to be happening. Like then, I'm pretty sure internal is a word, right? So why did I question that? You're questioning yourself on things that don't need to be questioned. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the energy of, more than anything, you're looking good, feeling good. You've got your spark. Your man or woman doesn't matter. There's something about the way you're looking or the way you're dressing and your confidence completely changing, and people kind of going, what is it that's different about you? And you'll be like, to know. But I feel like you do know. I feel like there's something, especially with the Empress right next to this, there's some type of glow up energy, and it actually feels very much intentional from you. It's not like, oh, I accidentally got a tan while I was in the Bahamas. Didn't mean for that to happen. There's something completely different to that, where you have intentionally looked after yourself in some way, and because you were looking after yourself and because you were prioritizing how you feel, you look good. You look great. Like, I don't know what it is. And the Empress also, most beautiful there is. This energy to come through. There is some type of importance around your mum in this, or a mother energy in your life, because Empress is very maternal and Queen of Pentacles is very maternal, and it's really being brought out to me that there could be a lot of time spent with your mum or thinking about your mum if she's no longer with you. There's just maybe even feeling that presence, or there's a special anniversary or something. There's a huge prominence for some reason this month around you and your mum. And with the Empress card, I feel as if, I don't know why I want to say feel into that. Feel into your mum. Weird thing to say. But others of you, you'll know what I mean maybe, if you have complicated relationships with your mum, or she's no longer here, whatever it may be for you specifically. There's an energy of feeling into it and not avoiding whatever that feeling is. Seven of Pentacles. Something you're waiting for this month. You're waiting for something or someone. You're waiting for an opportunity. You're waiting for the right chance. I think I said in someone else's reading this week, this is kind of like that energy of double dutch. and there's the 2 ropes going, and it's like, oh, this is complicated. I don't know when to jump. I don't know when the right time is, so I'm just gonna wait a second. I might watch when everyone else decides to jump in. I might watch what the right timing is for them, and then maybe I can figure it out. With the 7 of Pentacles, I kind of want to say to you, if there's something you're waiting for, stop waiting for it. If that may, like, this is so weird. I'm getting someone running in the rain, but it's your first time running. And it's, I don't know if that's a metaphor or an analogy, and I can't figure out what it is, if it is. But it's just like, don't wait for the perfect moment to start. It's your first time running, but it's constantly raining. And you just haven't got the chance to leave the house because it's constantly raining. Go run in the rain. And there's, I don't know why that's coming through. It's like, I don't know if that's really bad advice, by the way. I don't run. Maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe you'll slip or something. Don't actually take me literally, unless you really want to. But there is a feeling of that. Like, there's a first time you want to do something and you're like, oh no, it has to be perfect. It has to be the right time. I have to look perfect. Don't wait for the perfect. Do it, because you're going to be waiting forever. You're always going to find something. Do it. Do something. Stop waiting for it. Others of you, there's something about applying for a job or going to an interview, but you're suddenly like self-conscious, or you're questioning like whether you look the part. With the Empress and the Queen of Wands, you look the part, but you're so close to yourself and you see yourself so often that you don't even know, you don't really have an accurate representation of what you look like, who you are, how others see you. You see yourself so completely different to everyone else. You pull yourself apart so much more than everyone else does, to the point where you're never going to feel completely ready. You're never going to feel like you're good enough, because you're seeing yourself in all the details so closely. And when you see other people and you think, oh my gosh, I wish I was attractive as her. I wish I was as attractive as him. I wish I was as confident as him. It's because you've seen them for a second. Like, you know, have you ever done that where you just see a stranger and you go, oh my god, imagine being them. There's something here with it. I just feel like you forget that you've been with yourself your whole life, and you have seen all the parts of yourself that aren't perfect, and you're seeing someone else for a millisecond. And there's been times where I bet they have looked like an absolute butthole. So just remember that. Oh my god, please don't clip that. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the energy of homebody. It's also very like focusing on your coin. Some of you, you've got a small business. This is so specific. It's either a small business or an idea or something you want to start investing more time in creating or making. Because I'm getting collecting, which makes sense because the Queen of Pentacles likes nice things. And so there's something where you could be making a collection of something. Like you make little sculptures and you're collecting a whole range before you sell them. Or like I'm getting markets now. Some of you will be going to markets to sell things you've made. But yeah, there's like, you're collecting, you want to collect a lot of something before you launch or sell something. I don't know what that's about. But with the Queen of Pentacles, it's going to be very, very lucrative or financially abundant in some way. Clarify the Five of Swords for Libra. The King of Swords with the Five of Swords. That Five of Swords where I said your brain is almost like there's too much going on, you're overthinking something, or it's finding problems where there isn't any. I can't remember what I said, to be completely honest. With the King of Swords, that is why. King of Swords is so intelligent, so smart, knows when to speak, when not to speak. With the Five of Swords here, it just seems as if the message coming through is you forget how smart you are. Some of you don't realise how smart you are. Some of you have been told you're dumb. Some of you have been made to believe that, whether it be through the education system or people in your life that have deemed you unintelligent. Whatever it may be, you don't know how smart you are. And your mind is constantly looking for things to solve, do, change, think about. And so with the Five of Swords, that is why you are finding problems where there aren't any, because it's like your brain wants to be busy. And if you're not giving it anything to think about, if you're not learning anything, if you're not keeping it busy with like genuine depth and big things to think about, it is going to find big things in the little things, if that makes sense. Clarify the Queen of Wands for Libra. You have the Nine of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Nine of Wands is Wounded Warrior. With the Queen of Wands. Some of you, there's something where you were hurt in the past and you're a very different person because of it. Now, this could have been in a relationship, this could have just been a platonic, like a friendship, whatever this may be. There's something where there's some type of hurt, Wounded Warrior. You became more closed off to the world, you became more careful, right? And with that, it's completely changed your whole energy, but it shifted you into someone a lot more powerful. Like, I was about to call you Sagittarius, because I guess this is Sagittarius energy. It's very fiery. You've become a more fiery person, either because I feel like some of you, this is like an old relationship that like went sour, whatever it may be. You've gained so much confidence from how you dealt with that, from how you moved on from that. There's something you've learned, gained, or transformed into from it's almost like this month you're going to go, I'm actually, as weird as, it's going to be really weird if you say this to someone because they're not going to understand it, I feel like, but you're going to say, I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change what happened now. And someone, if you were to say that to someone, I feel like they'd be like, huh? But that was horrible. You shouldn't have gone through that, or, you know, whatever it may have been. But you're like, yeah, but I wouldn't be who I am right now. Like, there's something where you're going to come to this conclusion that you really are, like, you really like yourself this month. And you wouldn't be who you are exactly if that thing hadn't happened. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Victory. Why did I say that? You have the Six of Wands, which is victory. This is also fame. This is also a lot of people looking at you, or a lot of people looking up to you. And with the Seven of Pentacles, you were waiting for the right time to do something, to try to aim for success, to aim to be something more than you currently are. Whatever way that is for you, like there's something bigger you aim, like you wanted. This is around, also for some reason I'm getting something around kids. Some of you wanted to, like, some of you work with kids or something with the Six of Wands, and you want a bigger role in that. Like, you want to be a principal or something. You want to be a, I don't know what this is about specifically. There's something around kids, or maybe it's your inner child, right? But there's something where you wanted a bigger role to play, or a bigger part, or more responsibility. And you were waiting for like a promotion, you were waiting to find that success, for it to find you. And I feel like there's something where you're going to go after it and just say, well, I'd rather try and then not try. And whether that be bringing it up with a manager, whether that be you taking a chance and applying for something more, even though you don't really see if this is 100% going to work out for you, you're still trying. And again, something about the rain coming through very significantly, so it might seem like bad timing. It might seem like not the right time, things are a bit uncertain. If this is around work, you're like, well, they're having pay cuts at the moment and this, or whatever it may be. But you're still going to try anyway. Like, and I feel like with the Six of Wands, you're going to come out on top. There's going to be victory for you from doing something that you don't feel completely ready. What's the harm in trying? Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Definitely a small business for some of you, or even a new business. I shouldn't say small business because I don't know why that's kind of bothering me. I don't know why. Some of you are like, I'm going to create a huge business. But yeah, it's just the start. This is a seed being planted. That's why it's small, because it's just the beginning. But a seed will grow into a tree, right? And with the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to have more than enough, but it's just coming from something small to begin with. You've got to start somewhere, and you are starting somewhere, one thing at a time. One thing as perfectly as you can. Nothing's ever perfect, but there's something you're working on and crafting to your bestest abilities, and you're collecting a lot of value, a lot of hard work, but also enjoyed hard work, if that makes sense. Like other people, I don't think it's that hard for you, but other people are looking and going, whoa, that is difficult. Whatever you're doing. And some of you, it's around kids. Some of you, it might just be that you are starting a daycare or I don't know, right? And it's hard work to begin with, but you're just taking things one day at a time, trying to create the perfect day, or whatever it may be, the perfect plan, the perfect lesson for those kids, and then it's kind of moving on and progressing from there. Like, you're collecting one day at a time, or 1 hour at a time, whatever it may be. There's a lot of, and that might be why there's like a maternal instinct or a maternal energy around this whole reading, is because you are very much the kind of mother figure for a lot. And even if you're a man, it's still there's that warm energy around you where people trust you to go to you. Yeah, there is success coming. And even if you're watching this, like, I don't know why you're talking about kids, Christy. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates, but you just might find yourself around a lot more kids this month. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Solitaire Tuesdays.